Yum. Good morning. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. So I thrift a lot. I would say about 99%, well, no, not 99%. I'd say about 90 to 95% of what I wear are thrifted items. I definitely have non-thrifted items in my wardrobe, but what I actually wear is all thrifted stuff. Because of that, when people ask me where I get things, I say the thrift store. And what I always hear is, how do you find cute things? Where do you find things like this? I always get overwhelmed when I go to thrift stores. So, because of that, I thought it would be fun to make a video talking about the tips that I use to ease my overwhelm and make my thrifting experience fun, number one, and successful most of the time. I know thrifting is kind of luck of the draw sometimes. Sometimes it's just not the season where people are cleaning out their closets. But most of the time you can find some pretty good things. You just have to know what you're looking for, how to look for things. And so that's why I want to make this video. Not that I'm a pro, but it's just stuff that I've actually tried recently, just in the last couple of months, and it's really stepped up my thrifting experience. Thrifting can take a lot of patience. It can be overwhelming, but here are my tips to you. And some of these may seem like no-brainers, but just stick with me. Okay, so first I wanted to talk about why I thrift and why I like thrifting so much. I started thrifting when I was 16, and it wasn't because I was super passionate about the dangers of fast fashion or recycling clothing or anything like that. I was just 16, I didn't have any money, and I just happened to like vintage clothes. And I don't know if vintage is the correct word for this, because vintage makes it sound really old and authentic, but you know what I'm saying, retro clothes. And so yeah, that's why I started thrifting. But especially in the last couple years or so, with Instagram boutiques popping up and Shein gaining popularity, I've started to find a lot of statistics fashion being the second polluter in the whole world, the fashion industry, which is insane, or the second leading polluter in the whole world. And then sweatshops and the dangers of overconsumption and things like that, and unfair labor, and that has just made me love thrifting more. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't know as much as I should on those topics probably, but it definitely makes me want to thrift more than shop fast fashion. So I hope these tips inspire you to thrift along with that knowledge. So, all right. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so tip number one. Again, these may seem like no-brainers, but just hear me out because they really do help if you put them into practice, especially when you're not just thrifting for recreational purposes. If you're thrifting to find something, then these will help. Okay, tip number one, preparation. And by preparation, I mean inspiration. You must have inspiration or you will not find what you want. And my favorite place to find inspiration is on Instagram. If you like Pinterest, use Pinterest. If you like Visco, use Visco. Whatever you like, use that. What I do normally is just I scroll through Instagram and I screenshot everything that I like and save it to an album on my phone titled Outfits. And I know that Instagram has Instagram saves, but I save a lot of stuff. I save home decor, fashion, TikToks, whatever. And so it can get pretty messy in there. And also I know that you can sort out your saves into folders, but that just seems like a hassle to me. I don't get on Instagram to organize things. I get on Instagram to mindlessly scroll. So I just screenshot things and put them in an album on my phone. And that way, especially in the morning, if I just need a quick outfit inspiration, I can just open my photos and find what I'm looking for. So anyways, whatever you want to use. If you want to use a Pinterest board, that's fine too. But this will really help you see what color palettes you're drawn to, what fabrics you're drawn to, what silhouettes you're drawn to. And that'll kind of narrow down your options, because when you walk into a thrift store, it's whoa, you're automatically overwhelmed because there's so many things in there, and you don't know where to start. So that'll help you get an idea of what you want to look for in the first place. My favorite places to look for inspiration on Instagram would be, the sun is coming in hot right now. Maybe that's a little better. My favorite places to look for inspiration on Instagram are Trendy Fits. I will put their username right here. And then I think it's Urban Eye Streetwear. I think that's how you say it. I'll put it right here. And of course, my favorite like fashion YouTubers, which would be Ashley at Best Dressed, Lainey Ozark, and Mina at Grimlita. So I'll put them here also. They're awesome. They've really helped me kind of like personalize my style in the last year, just the last year. And I love the sun. I love watching them. I love listening to them. So yeah. What if I scooted in closer? Can you still see my head? Okay, so that was tip number 1, inspiration. So let's get on to tip number 2, or category number 2. Okay, category number 2 is make it enjoyable. And again, might seem like a no-brainer, but you know, we apply this rule to our everyday lives. Like, we make our morning routines enjoyable so we have a better day. Why not apply it to thrifting? If you're like me, then you don't like shopping in general. I do not like retail shopping. Like when you go to the outlets with your mom for back to school shopping back in the day, I could not stand that. But the one thing that got me through it was knowing that I was going to get Chick-fil-A. And so apply that same principle if you don't enjoy thrifting to thrifting, and you will love it. You cannot tell me that if you walk into a thrift store with your favorite beverage, iced coffee, matcha, a tea, whatever, you cannot tell me that when you walk into a thrift store holding that iced coffee, it is not the most cathartic experience you will ever have, because it is. It's very relaxing. It's very... Son, I'm dead. Oh yeah. You cannot tell me that walking into a thrift store with an iced coffee is not the most cathartic experience you'll ever have, because it is. And it's so pleasing. And just do it. That's what I always do. Just do that. Go with friends, because they can give you a second opinion, and also it's really fun because you can go with your friends and you can chit chat, and you can take cute Instagram pictures. And then also, I don't know if this is in the right category. This may be more of like a shopping, like actual shopping tip than like making it fun. But use a shopping cart. Again, might seem like a no-brainer, but I never thought about using a shopping cart in a thrift store. I always use shopping carts like at grocery stores. But with a shopping cart, you're not limited to just the things you're holding in your arms. You can, try different things, test things out, let them marinate, and then once you're done looking, you can go back through the stuff that's in your cart and, put things back if you don't want them. So that eliminates the stress of like, oh, I want to get this, but my arms are full, and use a shopping cart. It's great. It's really, really great. I actually learned that from one of my close friends, and I was like, genius. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm dumb, but it's genius. Okay. I think that's it for making it fun. So let's continue to category 3. Okay, so here are the actual shopping tips. Make sure my face isn't blinding you. Those colors and fabrics and silhouettes that you have saved on your inspiration board, album, whatever, those are the things that you're going to keep your eyes open for when you walk in. What I do is I go to a rack and I skim down it with my eyeballs and pinpoint pieces that I want immediately based on color and fabric. Especially fabric. You wouldn't really think that fabric is that important, but it is. Linen shirts look different from cotton shirts, and corduroy pants look different from linen pants. And that is just, that one thing has helped me a lot, knowing what fabric I want. Like if something is not the right fabric for the look I'm going for, it'll throw everything off. Like it just won't work. So find the fabrics and colors, look for them, grab those items first, because the hardest part of thrifting is just the looking through like piece after piece on the rack. So if you grab those items first, put them in your shopping cart, then go back to the beginning of the rack and thumb through all the pieces. That is super helpful because you're automatically off to a productive start. You're not just overwhelmed and trying to guess if you like something, or trying to get to that one thing, but then you get burnt out because you've been looking for so long and you can't find anything. So yeah, do that. That's really nice. Oh, this is really helpful. Don't just look in your sizes. thrift stores are very unorganized places. And so sometimes you might be looking in your size, but there's like an extra large. Or sometimes you're looking in the extra larges and there's a medium. So look in all the sizes, because you might find something that is your size, but you also might find something that isn't your size but looks really good on you. Like maybe you're going for an oversized look, or maybe you want a crop top. Maybe you want to look in the kids section for a minute and find like a cute little crop top or something like that. So just keep your mind open to all your options, all your sizes, but also know what you want so you can quickly skim the area for those things, grab them. And that goes back to the buggy thing. Like if you have an open mind, you can pile things in your buggy and then sift back through them later. That takes the pressure off of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Like, plan a day, get a buggy, pile that buggy full, shopping cart. I'm sorry, some people don't call them buggies, and just go for it. Just go crazy at the thrift store. Just do it. This is not a category tip. This is just a tip in general. There's tons of items with shoulder pads in thrift stores right now. So if you buy something with shoulder pads and you don't want to keep them in the actual shirt or jacket or what have you, cut them out and use them as bra padding. It'll change your life. Super helpful, right? Okay. So like I said earlier, thrifting can be really overwhelming, but it can be so rewarding because you get things at a great price. You're recycling clothing. You are almost guaranteed to find something that's on trend because of the 20-year rule. And you can find something totally... My fridge was making a weird noise. You can find something totally original that no one else has. Yeah, it can just be really rewarding. And so I know for me, like, it's become like almost therapy. Like I try to go like every Friday afternoon after work, and that's like my decompress time. I don't always buy something, but it's just fun because it's kind of like a treasure hunt, you know, and it can be really rewarding. So I hope these tips are helpful. That's about all I have for you. And again, like I said, they might be no-brainers, but they've really helped me. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you're still watching right now, thank you for staying with me this whole time. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.